folks? It's Saturday night. I'm out in Old City. I just got done finishing my concoction. Let's start the freaking show already. Instead of doing it on a desktop on a Sunday, I'm soaked out here in the rain. I don't give two shits. And to start the week off, I just burped right there. Monday, my open mic got canceled. That's right. I had my bag packed. I was fucking ready. I fucking, it was like 5:30. And I'm like, I just took a shower. I feel good. I'm like, I'm getting ready to get out of here in about a half an hour. Beautiful night. Do some comedy. And then I got the message from the venue. And they're like, hey, we tried to get the plumbing done by 5:30, but it looks like it's not going to happen. And I'm going to write them back, like, what are you talking about? They go, yeah, it looks like there's going to be no open mic tonight because we can't have an event if the bathrooms aren't working. And I had no clue they were doing the bathrooms. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just cancel it then. So I canceled the story on Instagram. I canceled the story on Facebook. I texted a few people. I called one person. The people I know would show up. And I felt bad for anybody who showed up. And I went into Comedy Network, so I deleted the post. And I was like, that's it. There's an open mic tonight. Fuck, I stayed in. I was fucking pissed. It sucked. So that happened. And then the next day, Sean, the personal trainer, he hit me up and said, hey, we're going to meet at LA Fitness for that workout thing. I said, yeah. So the third week in a row, I met up with him at LA Fitness, did some push-ups and squats, did some boxing, and then this Asian guy came over and said, hey, man, keep up the good work. I used to be, big, and then him and Sean were talking for like 15 minutes about MMA and going to Thai and stuff like that. And then we finished the workout, and then Wednesday, I went to Tap Room. And in Jersey to do some comedy. I went on number 12. Not too bad of a spot, I guess. I had some wings and iced tea. I told the server about how I paid somebody else's bill. She laughed. She said she would give me a discount. Of course, the cunt didn't. Whatever. And then I had a decent set. A little bit better than last week. I got some chuckles. Tried out all new stuff. It was okay. It wasn't great. And then Marco, the buffet guy, texted me. And Costanza hit me up on IG, and they said, are you going to go live on Friday? Because it was going to be nice out last night, which I should have been out last night, but I was tired last night. I don't know why. My body was tired. I guess I'm doing push-ups and squats. Not to say every day this week, but most of this week I did push-ups and squats. So I stayed in last night. So I said, no, I probably won't be live streaming this summer. As I said before, actually I'm starting a show right now. It's a combination of I don't feel like spending money. Maybe in 2 months I will. But it's a combination is also the fact that, I just, it's the same thing every single fucking time. It's go to Old City, sit around and do nothing. I don't talk to anybody or sit in my car, and I just fucking eat and drink. It's the same shit every single time, and I'm just, just fucking tired of it, So I was like, yeah, not tonight. I won't be live streaming. Plus, I got to reactivate my hotspot. That's going to cost me $27 from Verizon. So pretty much that happened, and then another thing happened last night, which I wish that I was awake. I fell asleep last night. I took like a late nap. The guy that I'm doing the Jacked Comedy show with next Friday, he texted me and said, hey, I'm meeting up with one of the guys from the last show, and it's a dude I really don't like. I don't know him, and he kind of did like a hacky joke that I heard before. He was like an okay guy, but I really didn't want him on the show again, and he was like, should I invite him to the next show? And he went, okay, I guess I'll invite him to the next show. And I was asleep, so the time I responded back, the time I got the message, it was too late. He invited him. So I wrote back and said, no, please, don't invite him. And he said, it's too late. I already invited them. I said, fuck. He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, it's your show too. And he was like, yeah, he's like, he's a cool guy. And I'm like, he's not even funny. Like, he didn't even do that well, number one. Number two, he can't even do 10 minutes. And then number three, he stole the Dave Attell joke. So I was like, all right, well, it's your show too. So he put him on, and I was bummed out about that. I actually was thinking about going on World Star last night to do some freestyling, some battle rapping or something, but I was like, you know what, I didn't feel like hooking up the equipment, and plus that bummed out my dick. The fucking guy putting that asshole in the show. I mean, it's not a bad person, just a matter of it's like, come on, man. And like he didn't do that well. Why would you put someone on the show who didn't even do that well the first time? Like, you're not basing it on who's funny. That's the problem with comedy. It's never about who's funny. So I stayed in last night. I didn't do anything. I took a fucking late nap. I didn't do anything. I went live on fucking Twitch. I've been going live on Twitch once a week playing video games, nothing special you guys don't want to see. And then now tonight, and to start my night out, I got down here a little after 8 because I had to get gas at a Sunoco. And speaking of gas, when I started to park my car, I felt gas in my stomach. I had a bowl open earlier. I noticed this isn't the poop show. So I went inside this hotel. The only good thing about where I parked at 6 Awana, there's a hotel. So, and I know exactly where the bathroom is. So I walk into the bar, I go right down the stairs, and I go right into the stall. Nobody's in there. Perfect. Take a nice big poop. And I've never, guys, in the history of me going down to Old City, I've ever taken a poop the beginning of the night. Usually when I poop, it's the end of the night, or coming down to the end of the night, or maybe the middle of the night. It's never beginning of the night. So I took a nice poop. I got that on my system. I brought me I brought me vitamin water, but I didn't get a chance to. I froze it. Oh, this guy just fucked up his Jeep. That's not good. Well, actually, it's just a bumper. But anyways, so all the action happens here, folks. So yeah, anyway, so I went to the Chinese store. The guy ripped me off. I said, how much for these little Bacardi bottles? He was like $2.99. And then he went, oh, actually, it's $3.99. And I looked at him, I'm like, you Chinese fuck. That's the place to get the wings from. So anyways, I bought it. I spent $8 on 2 little bottles. I got ripped off. Whatever. And right now it's about, 9:07. Right now, I'm going to hang out for probably another hour and a half or so. I might go to National Mechanics. I might not. To see my black Asian buddy. I don't know. I think his name is Dada or Dana. I don't know what his name is. Something like that. And, yeah, man, that's as far as right now, that's it. I've been out in the rain all night. I haven't sat down at all. I finished my concoction. A lot of people are out here. Some people are wearing shorts. Some people look like they come from the beach. They're wearing flip-flops. Nothing's really happened of action so far. I've seen some girls out here practically wearing nothing, but that's always the case. Some black woman. She wasn't attractive. She was big, but she had her giant black titties hanging out. Then I saw these white girls. They had their asses hanging out, and they're looking for the BBC, as you guys know. And that's it for right now. So, folks, this is the first but yet worst comedy podcast in Philly. This is your favorite podcast that most people don't listen to. And I'm either going to add more to this, or we're going to get to the odd news. We'll figure it out. But that's it for right now, you freaks. Alright, guys. I'm walking back to my car right now. It's 11 o'clock. I stayed out about a half an hour later than I was planning to. I was sat outside in the rain. I was getting soaked. And pretty much I had to take a piss. So I decided I'm going to head over to National Mechanics, where I know the bouncer, talk about. And pretty much he was like, how you been and stuff. We called him. I told him I'm still doing the push-ups and squats and such. And he said last night it was good. I said, yeah, I wanted to go out last night. But I was like, it was, I was fucking tired and everything. And then he was like, yeah, I have a seat. So I was sitting outside. There was these middle-aged guys there. They were like falling over the place. They got hammered. You know, this place has steps, so it looked like they're going to fall down the stairs. So I pretty much just sat outside for a while. Went inside. I took a piss. And then there was a bachelorette party in there. They left to go back to Atlantic City. And then I was just in there, and it was a good turnout in there. He's like, well, people are actually dancing, because people don't usually dance in there. So he's like, come on, go inside there and dance. So I went inside there to use the bathroom, and I stood there at the dance floor by myself like I used to, and I kind of just did I barely danced at all, and he was like, come on, man, dance, and there was girls there, and one did look at me, because her friend was like, having fun and stuff. Well, she wasn't checking me out or anything. She just looked at me because, to get a reaction, she probably thought I worked there. Like, hey, look at my friend, right? She's silly, and I'm like, yeah. So I was only in there for a little bit, had a decent time, and then once the bouncer guy went back outside to hang out, I left. I was just awkwardly standing there by myself, and I'm not going to approach anybody, so I'm out of there. I'm heading back to my car. I was like, come on, man, don't leave, hang out, come on. And I'm like, no, I'm getting out of here. Even this is the best it's going to be, So, that's it for the coverage, and we're going to wrap this up now with some odd news. Alright, it's time to wrap this episode up with some odd news, but before we get to that, I got the open mic this coming week. Hopefully, if no one leaves a big stinking deuce or a cherry bomb in the toilet, whatever happened last time. And also, I have Jacked Comedy Night this coming Friday. That should be cool. And listen, I'm a busy guy, you guys. I have to make a flyer for the show. I have to go on Instagram and other websites to promote it. I got to fucking wrap this show up. I'm a busy guy, okay? I got stuff to do. I got to write jokes for the open mic tomorrow night. I got to go on Facebook and promote it. I got to get my dad's car an oil change this coming week. I got stuff to do, okay? I got fucking stuff to do. So shut your faces. All right, enough of that. And as far as what's going on the channel for next week, I don't know. I can't promise a prank call show or anything like that. We'll see what happens. But folks, let's see what's going on with the odd news. 6 cattle found dead in Texas with their tongues missing. There was no evidence of struggle, footprints, or tire tracks where the animals were found, and the grass around the carcasses was undisturbed, the authorities said. What's your joke about that? I don't have a joke. I don't know. I don't always have a joke for everything, folks. Belgium destroys a shipment of American beer after taking issue with champagne of beer slogan. All right. I don't understand why anybody would care about a slogan, but just give me my beer. Sledgehammers recalled after injuring people in the face. Oh, this is interesting. 5th grader applies to be principal of Chef Joseph Elementary. I say they should let a kid run the school. Think about it. Who better to run the school than the kid? I say so. Russian bombs its own city by mistake. And I'm bombing in this podcast right now, folks. It all started in 1954 when a plumber named Steve Henson moved from Alaska to Santa Barbara, California, where he whipped up a humble salad dressing that little did know one day. Some was a cult classic, perhaps, at this point. Okay. So this is not even, what salad did he come out? They didn't even tell you. Who spilled the rice? Southwest Airlines flight delayed for an hour due to unclaimed mess. So some gook was, okay, listen, let's not go there. Maybe it was a black or a spick or a whitey. We don't know. Blackpool Zoo recruited human seagull deterrence. Camera in hand, Linda McCartney revealed life well behind the Beatles. Is that the woman that had the one leg? No, that was somebody else. High school seniors are bringing actual live goats to the prom. Hey, at least goats will put out. I like these cunts. Thieves accuse opposing that Safeway employee to steal over $700,000 in crab. That's fucking genius. They put on an outfit. They probably put on some khakis and some goofy shirt. They went in the back. And $700,000. That's a lot of fucking crab. That's like $1 million. This is genius. I say they should get away with it. Lackley Murdoch. Okay, I'm not reading these long ones anymore. Sledgehammers recalled after injuring people in the face. DeWalt. Stanley Craftsman sledge. Okay, I think I read that already. Lawsuit by Ohio cops against Afro Man. Saw some action on 420. Official lemon pound cake video. I don't know if you guys know this, but Afro Man can actually play the guitar pretty well. He can actually punch a bitch in the face really well. If you guys saw that video on TMZ, where he thinks it's a guy touching him, he just turns around and just knocks this bitch right out. And everyone's like, "Hey man, it's a woman," and he just goes back to playing the guitar. Like, well, she never should have touched me. Oh dear, family shock after stag breaks into their suburban home. Stag, what does that mean? I don't know. Cruise ship kept corpse and beverage cooler, family says. Hey, you gotta keep it cool. That's what you do with a corpse. If you don't, they smell really bad. 2 arrested suspect in Spider-Man costume still at large after BMW pursuit on Beltway in Maryland. Well, at least you're gonna chase someone. At least they should be in an outfit. That's kind of fun, you know. But if you guys want to web that story for yourself, all right, that wasn't good. Southwest flight delayed over. Okay, I read that already. You can ring his fish doorbell to help Marine live in the Netherlands. New research shows sexual arousal leads to greater willingness to get intimate with robots. Yeah, I can't wait for those sex robots to come out. It's better than those goddamn women. Mayor dumps tons of trash on beach for cleanup campaign to remove. Russian woman gets 21 years for cheesecake poisoning of U.S. doppelganger. There you go. Yeah, 21 years sounds about right. Cow wanders through hardware store in Israel. Lizzo? Alright, come on, it's the same joke every week. Can you do something better? Alright. U.S. government tracking more than 650 potential UFO cases, the Pentagon says. A remote Japanese town is taken to selling beer meat from a vending machine, sourcing a supply to Asian black bears. Actual black bears. Listed as a vulnerable species, caught in traps or in the mountains by hunters. So you can buy bear meat in Japan, as well as women's panties and little boys' buttholes. What a sick country. Parents upset over whipped cream licking event at Kennewick Middle School. Ew. Bunch of little kids licking Cool Whip off each other. Save that for high school, junior prom, kids. Man woke up to find his dog had chewed his toe to the bone. Where's your joke for that? Let me see. Man woke up to find his dog had chewed his toe to the bone. I don't have a joke for that. Damn it, I'm just not good anymore. BRPD lawyers refuse apology calls and taxpayers $15,000 for an apology? Internal Affairs probe city's Miami sergeant for grabbing elderly vet by the throat. How one Canadian woman got rid of 133,000 candy bars, chocolate bars, that her company overproduced. She told people she had cancer and she sold them at a supermarket. That's what a lot of people do. FBI arrests a guardsman who applied for a job on rentahitman.com. That's an actual website, by the way. But if you go on there, they might arrest you. New Zealand feral cat killing competition for children axed after backlash. A 13-year-old got stuck in a claw machine in a North Carolina theme park and got banned for a year. They should ban him for life for cheating. You're a cheater, and you got stuck, and you got caught. Go claw your way out of that one. Fox News submits clips of The Simpsons as evidence in Dominion defamation case. Teens destroy Sydney Secondary College bombing during break-in. Giant stuffies to take over 4 major airports. What's stuffies? I don't even know what I'm reading anymore. 2,000-year-old stolen artifact headed back to Germany after Texas woman bought it for Goodwill for $35. Well, if she bought it, that's hers, fair and square. Finders keepers, right? The White House grounds are safe after a toddler breached the fence. So a little kid found a way to get over there. It's not that hard. A couple reportedly beheaded themselves in sacrifice with homemade guillotine. Black bear breaks into vehicle. Oh my god, I can't. Oh, an actual black bear, I'm sorry. And then guzzles 69 cans of pie. I think I read that last week. Edinburgh pink door woman sad after being forced to repaint. New Hampshire lawmakers consider bill to require a seatbelt use. SPCA slams Canterbury hunting event, children off to shoot cats. Almost there, folks. Deputies trade Slurpees for info after packages stolen in Virginia porches. Yeah, Slurpees are a pretty good summertime treat. You guys ever had the Sour Patch one? Very sour, but very good. A lot of sugar, though. Oklahoma Sheriff Commissioner accused of discussing killing a reporter and returning to black hangings. Oh, that's terrible. Let's get him on the show. What the fuck are you into that? Dallas lawsuit that says Netflix mistakenly used a man's photo to hatchet Weldon hitchhiker doc. Black teen shot in the head after ringing the wrong doorbell. Well, listen. The guy thought it was somebody, and turns out it wasn't. Yeah, just give him a couple years. Teacher who said good afternoon forced girls to apologize and gender clash with pupils. Dead bird gets new life. New Mexico researchers develop a taxidermy bird drones. And is this it? Yeah, that's it. Well, folks, that's it for the show. I'll see you on the next one. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go fuck yourself, Covey.